trying to get my food and my face at the same time, but it's not working. So this is gonna be a lunch mukbang. I'm having some Marussian ramen noodles, some dumplings, and a Shasta Coke because I'm on a budget. So you might hear some meowing in the background, and that's going to be from my new cat. I tried recording this before, so there's one dumpling missing, but I couldn't find my phone stand, so ooh, that hot. I have a little story about that cat. So last week, early last week, um, I know you guys have probably seen him in a couple of my videos. I had a black cat. Um, he ran away about a week ago. Never came back. He was an indoor outdoor. Never came back. I gotta fix my pants because they're like constricting me. Um, my family, like, we were really going through it. We were really heartbroken that he never came back. We live in a very small neighborhood. So I think I already talked about this. I think I talked about this in my January so far video. So, anyways, my boys, especially my oldest son, I've talked about him before in videos. He's mentally disabled. He had a really hard time with just like not having a cat. He was just really not liking it. So I had to find another cat as soon as possible. So, in my old hometown, I ended up finding a lady that had kittens. She said she did. I believed her. I went to her house, and as soon as I walked in, I knew she was lying. She had 9 full grown adult cats. Most of the kittens were already halfway grown. They were all not well taken care of. I'm not going to get into detail. Um, they were all pretty much just abandoned. None of them were spayed or neutered. So, you know how that goes. Um, but I fell in love with one of them. I really liked her from the start, but I didn't know anything. I got her home, and she did very well on the ride home. We got home, and we noticed when she started walking around a little bit that she did walk around. She had a very enlarged stomach for being such a young age. The lady told me she was 6 months old. She didn't look 6 months old. She looked like she was about 5 months old, 4 months old. My husband automatically knew and assumed that she was infested with worms and that she was sick. Um, from the way she was acting, we could tell that she did not feel good at all. The lady pretty much lied about everything. So, I was in a situation where I could either return her back to the previous owner, or I could just rehab her and give her a second life. So that's what I did. She went to the vet on yesterday. She went to the vet on Thursday. They diagnosed her with worms just by looking at her physically. They gave her some medicine. She has another appointment next week to get vaccines and as well as to get eye drops for a cold that I'm hoping will clear it before then. It seems like it is clearing up. It doesn't seem like it's going to be there by next Thursday. They're going to give her an ultrasound. Um, there is a possibility that they think that she might possibly be pregnant. We're not sure. The vet's not 100% sure. She wanted to treat her for worms first before going any further. Um, so because of the conditions that she was brought up in at her old home, she has a lot of mental health issues. She's very skittish. She's scared of every little noise, crack, creak. Um, she's scared of humans. Like when you stand up, she gets really afraid. Um, you have to approach her very, very slowly, and you have to be very baby. Like you have to talk to her in baby tone when you have to be very, very like patient with her. Um, the past week we have worked on socialization. I've worked on trying to get her comfortable with the family. So far, she's only really comfortable with me and my husband. She's not too keen on my kids because they're so rambunctious. They're children, so she's just not. She don't dig them. Um, her favorite hiding spot is underneath my youngest son's bed. She loves to go there. It's her favorite spot. But today she made incredible amount of progress. She ended up coming downstairs. She was playing on the stairs. She was vocalizing that she wanted to be with me. She searches for me, and she's been getting more closer to me. She's been kind of like becoming like my best buddy, and she really wants to, she's trying to make an effort, and I see her doing that. She's trying really, really hard, and I am really proud of her in a week's span how much she is progressing. But we do have a long road ahead of us. We do have a lot of socialization. I think she missed the kitten window The kitten window for socialization is between 4 to 6 weeks. She's going on 6 months, and in her mind, she's all confused. So her mother abandoned her when she was younger. At least that's what the lady said. I don't know if I believe her or not. I think she threw the mother out. Once she started feeding them, it looked like she was feeding them dog food. It didn't look like she was even giving them proper food. I feel really sorry for all the other 8 cats that are still there. I feel really bad for them. Um, I don't know the lady's address, and I don't know exactly where she lives, or I would have called animal control. Um, but in my heart, I just kept telling myself, at least you saved one, and she is going to have a great life, and she's going to have a second chance at a better life. And it's not too late to help her move along in life. So I'm hoping by the time she's one, which will be next August, um, I'm hoping that she's going to be progressed a lot more. She just might be, one of those cats that are a loner. She might not be very friendly. So my plan is once I get her past a socialization point and I feel like she's okay with the family and life in general, I was thinking about getting her a buddy. I wanted to get like an older cat or get a kitten that she can either take care of or she can be friends with, and I want her to have a partner that makes her feel like everything's going to be okay, and that's what she needs. But I'm not doing that right now. I'm focusing all my energy on her right now, and I'm just trying to get her to come around. She recently just got scared. She was actually getting ready to come downstairs, but she got scared again because my husband, he's upstairs studying. He went back to school, and if he moves his chair, she's just like, she'll go right back under the bed again. So she has a collar. We got her one with a bell. She's eating full kitten food. She's eating Meow Mix, kitten food, and Purina cat kitten chow. Purina kitten chow. I would say she's gained at least a pound. Since she's been here, she's gaining weight. That was another thing. She was very malnourished when she came to my household. Um, she just was not. She was not happy. She was very fatigued, very, very hungry. Um, she is food aggressive when it comes to she's always running back to her bowl when anybody moves. She thinks that somebody's going to take her food away from her. And it's very heartbreaking for me to see that. But that's something that she's also going to learn over time that that's not going to happen. And she's going to start to get more comfortable. Like I said, she's slowly getting there day by day, but she's playing now. She has a ton of energy. She just had the zoomies. She was flying up and down the stairs. She is getting more comfortable with her home. And she's starting to, like I said, she's starting to come to my voice. So I am trying to get her used to her name, which is Lacey Lee. So I've been repeating her name. I've been repeating her name a lot. Like I've been saying it. Like every time I talk to her, I'll say Lacey Lee, even though she doesn't technically know, but she will after a certain time. Because once you keep saying that to an animal, they start to pick up on what you're saying. Cats are very smart, and it doesn't take long for them to understand their name. I started doing that to my other cat that just recently ran away, Luke, when he was a very, very young boy. I just would say it. I continued to keep saying his name, and I would say it in a certain tone. And that was it. He knew his name. He knew his name. He knew when he was in trouble. He knew, like, if I said his middle name, he knew. Like, he was gone. He was like, So, um, So she has a little story on Instagram right now. I have a little story thing saved for her, and I'm going to document her first year of life. Like I said, and just this week alone, like looking at the story, you can see the progress that she has made. But it is going to be a long and expensive journey. She is costing me some money, but it's worth it to me because I feel so sorry for her. I really do, and I feel heartbroken for her when I look into her eyes. I can't even imagine what she went through. I can't. I kind of thought of it the other day when I was at work. I was actually on my way home from work and I started thinking about her, and I started thinking about when she was young, when she was like 2, 3 months old, and the abuse that she must have went through from the other cats and the neglect. And I just felt incredibly sorry for her. And I just told myself I'm going to make it my mission this year for 2025 that she's one of my little goals is I want to be able to rehab her, and I want her to have a full life. And I want her to have a happy life, and I want her to feel confident, and I want her to see, I mean, she's a beautiful cat. She's gorgeous. She's calico. I would show you guys her, but she's not going to let me. Not yet. She kind of looks like a Bengal. She has like Bengal prints on her back. She has like orange Bengal prints. She has orange on her like her jowls. She has a white chest, white belly goes all the way down. She's white all the way down her belly. She has beautiful green eyes. The tiniest little eraser of a pink nose. Like it's so tiny. She has little white paws, and she has gray stripes on her. So I call her Calico because she's like got like 4 different cats in her. So she's absolutely gorgeous. But I just want her to feel better, and I want her to be the diva that I know that she can be when she gets older. And I want her to be a diva when she gets older, and I want her to feel confident, and I want to see that in her. So I hate seeing animals be abused. I hate seeing any creature go through hell and not have the life that they need. I would rather see an animal live outside, be free, and live their own life if a person can't take care of them. If a person doesn't know how and you're going to abuse that animal, then you just need to let that animal go. That you need to give it away to someone that can properly take care of them, because there's no point in abusing an animal. There's no point in neglecting an animal. You're just, it's a living person, a living creature like we are. And I myself, when I was a little girl, I was abused, and it messed me up as an adult. And no human being or creature needs to be abused. And no human being or creature needs to live a short life of sadness. So, anyways, that is my story right now on my cat Lacey. This was a short mukbang. I really did not quite care for these. I did like the dumplings, but I don't really quite care for ramen. This kind of ramen, I don't know. I like the ramens in the package, but I don't like the ramen that comes in the bowls. It's a texture thing with me. Anyways, peace out, you guys. I hope to speak to y'all again soon, and maybe I'll do like a little journey thing on here about her life, and we'll see where she's at here.